Hey folks, and welcome to another video from A Plain Truth 5. Well, the heat is definitely on in Northern California, Southern California, the Southwest. Record temperatures, even Death Valley had a record temperature, or is expected to, 128 degrees. But up in Mount Shasta, they're seeing thunderstorms and 114, 115 degrees. And it's not just in California this is happening. Here we're seeing the new term derecho storm. See what derecho means. Damaged most of Iowa's corn acres. Most. Top 10 U.S. corn growing state. Early estimates that tens of millions of bushels worth of commercial grain storage as well as millions of bushels of on-farm storage bins owned by producers were affected, destroyed, or severely damaged. Big losses ahead of this year's fall harvest. You remember last year, remember the rains and everything, and then they had the same type of profiles that ruined the crops again. They're making it impossible. They're hitting the farm-growing regions, California and the Midwest, while out in Florida the other day, let me get this bigger, we see hundreds of fish wash up on Florida's beach. Not hundreds, thousands. Dead fish, manatees, sea turtles, eels, and other types of marine life were found washed ashore on Boca Grande Beach over the past week. And friends have been sending pictures of these kind of fish, just thousands and thousands of fish washing up on beaches. Just look at the snake in there. I mean, is this part of the new geoengineering they're doing, or is this part of the Corexic from the Deepwater Horizon when they sprayed the Corexic toxic chemtrails all into the Gulf of Mexico? Who knows these days? But we're definitely under attack. And out here in California, last night, we had blue skies, no geoengineering for weeks and weeks, and then last night, temperature dropped, dark clouds came in, the wind picked up, and then we had multiple lightning, again, pummeling, and they didn't say how many strikes or whatnot, but you could see it's hitting over the Bay Area as well in San Francisco, a couple hours to the south. There was one fire reported, yada yada. I went over to Ukiah, I didn't see any fires or anything. I saw the Cal Fire flying around up there, but Redding up here is getting nailed with thunder, lightning, thunderstorms, and lightning. They seem to be a target. Mount Shasta is like the universal central energy spirit point in the world, so maybe they're attacking that as well. But what I wanted to show you was what's happening here, and take a look at this picture. And I'm going to come back to this in a minute, but see this right here where it's emanating right out of this? That triangle right there, and then you see here these cloud layers, how they're just kind of coming from underneath these cloud layers, but not in front here. We're going to get back to that in a minute. But this is not new. We've had this back in California when I first moved out to the ranch I'm on, the summer solstice, June 21st. 800 plus fires were sparked by 8,000 lightning strikes that started 800 wildfires, and it was completely artificial way back then. This is how long they've been able to do lightning, being able to, they can make it rain ever I want it to, as the song goes. Well, they can make it lightning. They can hit directed energies and turn cars and flip them over. They can burn people out of their homes. They can do whatever they want with the technology available. So I put this photo album together so you can understand. Some of the crafts are called TR3Bs. These ones here, this triangle pattern. You see these smaller ones. You see this kind of triangle, hard triangle. And so you have different ones, and then these are refueling tanks that are up there, all up above us. You can see them hidden behind here in the clouds. Here we got more pictures of that. You can see them up here. These are the craft. These might be the recharging fueling stations for their energy devices. But this was recorded by Industrial Surrealism back in 2014, I believe. And now we're seeing them up in the skies more regularly. It's kind of like we know what we're supposed to look for now, and we can see them. As we saw over in Lebanon, the attacks over there, you could see the TR3Bs or whatever you want to name these craft. These aren't the these are the TR3Bs, but the other ones that have more of a straight nose aren't. But look at these pictures, folks. This was from a few years ago. I'm not sure where this is. But if you blew that up, I bet you could see some craft in there. And again, 2,800 lightning strikes, 8,000 lightning strikes. And here you can see them. Note the point of they were coming out. And then we're going to look at the triangles. We're always looking for little triangles where they come and they harvest energy and then they shoot it back out. See that picture right there? There's likely a craft hidden behind that cloud. They've moved the clouds to hide them. And here's just lightning on steroids. I'm not sure where that is. But here you can see the craft. You see the black line there and the craft. You can see those sharp edges right there. So we can see these craft are up in the sky. This is over in China somewhere, Asia. Here you can see the craft right here. See that? See how it's emanating from it? And this one's being hidden, but you can see the sharp outlines of it. Not a wild shot. So here's, I also want to get into one other thing, is they can harvest lightning from the ground up. So they can take lightning from the ground and put it in the sky to recharge their crafts up there. And I'll show you some pictures of that proving that. But again, you see the triangle emanating from out of here, and then that center point, and then you see its sprockets out from there, and there's another triangle where it breaks off, and it's hitting the ground. See, this is, I'm going to show you the video here of it coming from the ground up. But see the triangle right there? See the triangle right there? See the triangle right there? You know, if somebody's got Photoshop and can really bring that out, that'd be really cool. But check this out. And I don't know where this is, but this is from the ground coming up. You can see the video. If I can get it to play. All right, here we go. So watch from the ground up. You can say they reversed the tape, who knows, but there is plenty of evidence that they harvest lightning from the ground. And you can see it emanating from the base and going up into the crafts to charge the crafts up. This is obviously a time-lapse photograph, but see the crafts? You can see them blanking in and out, the rectangles, the triangle shapes. Right there. See it? See the triangles? You can play with this and stop and freeze it. I can't post it in the Facebook links because it's from Twitter, but pretty incredible shots. So now back to last night's event. This is out of Santa Rosa, and here you can clearly see that craft again now that you're knowing what you're looking for. And so we're going to go through the pictures, and I just want to show you. You see how these clouds, these low-hanging clouds, this is rain coming down here. There's a lightning strike hitting down here. But you see how it's behind this cloud? They're hiding it, and all the lightning is coming out from behind that low-lying cloud. You're going to see that over and over. You see how they're lined up here? Boom, 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 boom. And then they come down this way, and then there you see the triangle vortex, and here another triangle action pattern there where they branch off. Pretty amazing pictures here. But you can go through them, and as you can see, again, see how it's low-lying, these low-lying clouds, and then behind that it's nothing? This is rain coming down. I mean, we're getting rain in August. Are you kidding me? That never used to happen before. And then look at all these little strikes coming up here, and then this configuration right in there. Guarantee you there's a craft in there. Pretty amazing pictures here. See it striking down here and all the antennas. Look at it going sideways. See how it's going sideways over here, and then it harvests and then hits down here. They probably got another machine and they're feeding the energy back and forth to one another. This isn't natural, folks. This is artificial. They're creating the dry lightning. Out here in Cal, see this? Where's the squares? You see this right there in the square there? See how it's all convoluted? It catches at that area and then it branches off from there. So in 2022, legislation was passed back in 2016 to, 3 years ago, to make in 2022 California on strict water limits of 55 gallons per person per day. That includes watering, toilet, showers, everything else. It's nothing. $1,000 a day fine. So they're going to have to drought us out. They're going to have to dry out the lands. That's what's been happening with all this heat. They have these chem fogs that are desiccants, excuse me, that are drying out the land as well. So is this going to be a major firestorm season? This is phase 2 of it, where they're taking out the food supplies. This is over the Bay Bridge. Down in San Francisco, Oakland, San Francisco here. Look at that, lightning traveling sideways. Look at it going sideways. This is them harvesting energy side to side. Lightning seeks the ground to conduct, right? How can it go sideways and do that? I mean, these are strikes on strikes. You see it branching off. There's usually right at the inflection point, you're going to see a triangle. And then here's the thunderstorms. I mean, we're talking middle of August. Thunderstorms? Northern California? Winds up to 70 miles an hour. Hail, penny size possible. I mean, wait a minute. What's going on? So I just wanted to share that with you. And they're also turning off the power preemptively, not like they were doing last year with the big red flag warning days in different areas. It's just arriving now, and they're doing multiple shutoffs, powers, rolling shutoffs, the residential powers. But think about it, all the businesses closed, all the malls closed. They're not using all that power anymore. People aren't going out and going around shopping yet. They're turning off our power anyway, which means it's all being conducted by the plan. It isn't natural. This is no way, in any way, shape, or form, naturally occurring events. They're all geoengineered, manufactured. And are there plans to burn up Northern California like Deborah Tavares predicted in 2011? Agenda 21, get the bio out of the country. That seems to be what they're doing, folks. It seems to be part of the agenda. And we're just entering into the major fire season, and they got a huge excuse now to create fires wherever they want. Stay safe. Be alert. Those that fail to prepare, prepare to fail. You've been warned. You know what's going on all around the world today. So grow food where you can. Stock up. Build your tribe and your community. And above all else, keep your spirit strong, folks. This is a great epic battle we're fighting, and we'll win it. But we have to become aware. We have to be open to what they're doing, and then we can jujitsu their energies and create our own through love, through kindness, through being grateful, through knowing that we're more superior than any dark forces they could throw at it. Shine your light bright. Tag, you're it.